I wish I could say that the child will be okay, but with my mother, there's no telling. Does Sam know?
I was about to tell her, then I got a call about Heather kidnapping the baby.
So Sam doesn't know her son is still alive?
I just didn't think it was fair to tell Sam right now when all she can do is worry and be afraid.
You're really disappointing me, Spinelli. You would lie to me, your partner?
Look, I cannot withhold what I do not know. And since Jason has not made me privy to this hypothetical important information, there's nothing that I can tell you.
I don't believe you. I think your first loyalty is to Jason.
No, that is not true. I am loyal to you both, as evidenced by my continued efforts to help you get past your differences and reunite.
Okay, well, it would help to know what's going on with Jason.
Okay, well, I mean, you said yourself that he came over here with the intention of addressing the subject, right?
Yes, but we were interrupted because Christina was in trouble.
Oh, is she okay?
Yes, she's fine. Stop trying to change the subject.
Well, forgive me, but you brought it up. I was just
Focus, Spinelli, please. Help me figure out what Jason was trying to tell me last night.
I don't have psychic powers. I can't tell you with any certainty.
Okay, well, listen, he got a phone call, and then he left with no explanation.
Right?
Was he calling you? Were you on the other end?
No, he was definitely not. I was at the observatory with my... She's a friend. We were stargazing, or she was. I was more admiring her profile.
Okay, I think it's really good.
I'm not implying a relationship. It's just a first date.
Jason got a phone call, and he left. Where did he go? I
have no idea. But I'm sure that once he's taken care of what he needs to take care of, he'll talk to you. I'll be at the office, okay?
You are not going anywhere.
I'm afraid I can be of no further help.
You haven't been of any help anyway. I know you, Spinelli. You're being all dodgy. You know something, and you've got to tell me.
Why would I care what you and Spinelli do in the dark?
Well, just to clarify, we did indeed observe Venus on display in the night sky. We didn't, however, have sexual relations.
Good. I'm, sorry if I'm being intrusive.
No, the fault is mine. Unfortunately, interpersonal skills are not really my strong point. I'm a whiz in the lab, but it's easy to tell a ribose from a 2-deoxyribose.
Sure, do it all the time.
But people, and what they say or what they don't say, but they imply without words, it's all very hard for me to decipher. So forgive me if I've got this wrong, but it does seem like you're concerned with the possibility of Damien and I having intercourse last night, which just seems odd considering the fact that you're married to that guy who's in jail, the wrench murderer.
Oh, I wouldn't call him the wrench murderer. There was only one wrench. And besides, it was like a one-time thing. He got a plea bargain. He's only in prison for like 5 years.
Oh, that's got to be a great relief.
Seriously, when you consider he could have gotten like 20 to life. Oof. But that's not the point. That is not the point. The point is, I'm very married. Spinelli's just important to me. He's been hurt in the past, and I don't want that to happen again.
I don't know anything. Not a thing. I'm a blank slate, a tabula rasa. Now, if you'll excuse me,
No, I won't. You've got that guilty look about you.
Well, I confess I did have 3 donuts for breakfast, which is far above my allotted carb count.
Wait a minute. Is this about that case that you were working on?
What case?
The baby case. I went in Jason's and you were on the phone and I asked you about it and you got all squirrely with me.
You calling me a rodent?
You were on the phone with Jason that day, weren't you? What baby were you talking about?
I'm sorry.
I know you miss your mother, Rob. I know how much she misses you. It'd be such a comfort if I could bring you both together, but I can't do that. I can't do that yet. It's time for a different reunion.
So why is Todd under Heather's thumb? I mean, you said you might know, but that however it fell out, somebody's going to get badly hurt.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Well, all I know now is that Todd met Heather in the woods, and now she's run off with Taya's baby. Am I right?
Except the baby isn't Taya's son. He's Sam Morgan's.
You've got to tell Sam.
I can't tell Sam about the baby.
Look, it's one thing
yet.
withholding the information while you're still investigating, but you know the truth now.
The truth is that Sam's child was kidnapped by a woman who hates her. And I don't want to put Sam through that. It's better to wait. Look, I'll tell Sam about her son when he's safe.
I'm sorry, I really can't discuss this. It's confidential. But if you would like to confide in me about other things, like your misunderstanding with Elizabeth, and I'd be
It wasn't really a misunderstanding. She lied. She wanted me to think there was more going on between her and Jason.
Okay, well, that makes sense, but why would she confess that to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Spinelli, I thought it was weird, too. She kept saying that she couldn't lie to another mother, which didn't make any sense because I'm not a mother.
Sam, you most certainly are. Okay, losing a child doesn't change the fact that you carried him, you bore him, you loved him. You will always be his mother.
I don't thank you for that.
Well, it's true.
Okay, well, it's not answering my question.
I'm afraid only Jason can do that.
Spinelli, when I mentioned it to Jason, all he could say is that all Elizabeth said?
Perhaps he was afraid that harsh words were spoken?
Or perhaps Jason and Elizabeth are keeping something from me? It's a secret, and you know what it is?
Yeah, it's an emotional time, with the strain of the pathogen and what's going on with you. I think everyone's just a little fuzzy and...
Listen to me! Enough, Spinelli! I know you're keeping something from me, and you need to tell me before I hurt you.
I would never hurt Damien. He's wonderful.
Yeah, he is.
But I think it's really nice that you still care. Most former girlfriends wouldn't.
I wouldn't consider myself a former girlfriend. It's a little more complex than that. You see,
I know. Damien explained.
He did.
Yeah, he was madly in love with you, and you married someone else. You wanted to stay friends, but he couldn't help but pine for you. He finally made the decision to distance himself, and he's just recently begun dating.
Spinelli told you all of that.
He's so honest. It's one of the things I like best about Damien. Actually, there's a lot I like about him.
Oh, well, just be careful. You don't want to become the rebound girl.
Oh, no, I'm in no hurry. If anything, I hope we take our time. And perhaps a real relationship will develop. He's one of the only people who can really follow my train of thought.
Well, what about you? Do you understand all the things that come out of Spinelli's mouth? When he starts talking about ruling the internet and particle physics and string theory. Do you understand that?
Yeah, most of it. His computer skills are epic, though. Way beyond mine.
Yeah, way beyond anyone's. Did Spinelli tell you about that time he lost his mojo and I helped him find it?
Yeah, he is so grateful for you. I just don't think he wants to be intrusive, or cause any friction between you and the wrench murderer.
I told you he's not the wrench murderer. It's more like the wrench manslaughterer.
Even so, I'm sure you miss him so much.
Well, yes, you're right. I do miss my husband a lot.
Well, this works great then.
You've lost me.
Well, if Damien and I are in a relationship, then you don't have to worry about him pining after you. And without the added pressure of his unrequited feelings for you, you guys can go back to being friends again, which is exactly what you wanted, right?
Sam's baby is alive and being passed off as Taya's? How? Do you know this for a fact?
Yeah. I did the swab on little Victor.
Taya gave you permission to do that?
No, I didn't want to say anything until I had proof.
Okay. DNA test is obtained illegally then.
It wasn't meant to hold up in court, but it's definitive. Sam Morgan is that little boy's mother.
Do you know how this switch occurred?
I think so. Manning went searching in the woods with the baby, what we talked about earlier. At the same time, Sam found her way to the woods. She went to the shack. She's just given birth, all right? And she's suffering from shock and blood loss, all right? So she puts her baby down and she passes out.
And Heather's there because she's dealing with Anthony's body.
Yes. At that point, Weber and Manning conspire to switch the babies.
Wow. Well, my money's on Heather. I bet it was her idea.
Manning's no better. You know what? He had already killed Taya's husband. There's no way he wanted to tell her the truth that the baby didn't make it.
What kind of monster takes a child from his own mother?
Anna Devane is a stubborn woman. We clashed from the first time we met.
Why is that?
Well, let's just say we were from opposite sides. But that didn't stop us. Nothing could for a time.
What happened?
Circumstances. It tore us apart, but now those circumstances don't exist, so I can go back to her.
I have done better. I had Jax. I mean, how is that for a joke. I stalled that divorce for close to a year, came up with tons of excuses, and then I sign away my marriage with Jax for Johnny Zakara. God, I feel like such an idiot.
Why? You just made a gesture in good faith.
And Jason knew. Jason knew that being with Johnny was a bad idea.
Jason.
Jason always knows when I'm not trusting my own instincts. He knows when I'm lying to myself, and he told me that being with Johnny was wrong and that I should dump him. You know what else is really great about Jason?
No, tell me.
He doesn't tell me, I told you so.
That's... Okay. Why are you mad at me? I'm not the guy you should be mad at here.
You're right. I'm mad at myself.
Which is ridiculous. Johnny cheated on you. Johnny lied to your face. You want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Johnny. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at yourself.
You're right. You're right, because you've been so wonderful and kind to me, and I've taken advantage of you long enough. I need to go home and get dressed and go to work so I can spend my day trying not to, like, burst into tears the whole time or throw something at somebody and try to figure this whole thing out. Call in sick?
Yeah, call in
Just
sick.
not go?
You're the boss. You can do that. Come on, I'll put some popcorn in the microwave. We'll throw a movie on.
With you?
Yeah, with me.
You have a paper to run.
Okay, don't tell anybody, but they can actually survive the whole day there without me. Popcorn and a B movie with a beautiful blonde. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to give that up.
I don't feel very beautiful right now.
Trust me, you're a knockout. So what do you want? You want Western? You want zombies? What do you... Oh, yeah, immediately. Come on. My boyfriend was an alien. It's perfect.
Does it really say that?
Not only says that, that's what we're going to watch. Here, I'll start the popcorn.
Okay. Todd.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's all going to be okay.
Okay, I'm Heather, and I disappear. Why do I go to the trouble of kidnapping a child? Unless there's something that she wants from that particular child. Truthfully, I'm kind of too afraid to find out what.
This is my mother we're talking about, Jason. Even if you found her, there's no guarantee this baby's going to be okay.
I understand that.
The least she could do is sell him to the highest bidder. She's done it before.
Heather's resources are limited. There's only so far that she can run. And now that she's kidnapped a child, it's a federal crime, and the feds are going to be after her, too.
Which will only make her more dangerous.
Which is exactly why Sam can't know about any of this.
Talk.
Would you actually incur bodily harm to your friend and
People
business
have
partner?
been lying to me for weeks. I can't take it anymore. If you don't tell me what's going on, I just may snap.
Okay, I have to tell you, though, my pugilistic skills have improved. Jason's been training me, where it was actually just once and I was felled by a wayward punch. Then
I can take you, Spinelli. You know it, and I know it. So you better tell me what's going on before you lose
Okay,
your arms.
oh, you've broken me. I surrender. I surrender.
So you admit it? You know what's going on?
I know. I know that there is the possibility of something. It was a theory that was disproved. It just turned out to be a mistake.